YouTube, what's good? LG the Boss 08 coming at you with another video. If you guys haven't checked out my last video that I put out a couple of days ago on the Air Jordan Thornbaker 2, definitely check that out. These right over here are the Cool Gray 4s from 2004. Definitely one of the hottest colorways, non-OG colorways from the Air Jordan 4 line. These are very highly sought out. These retail price when they released was $99. So once again, if you think about it, 2004, it's only about 7 years ago. Getting a pair of Jordans still for 99 bucks. Quality on these are, I would probably say for a 4, definitely up to par. The nubuck, as you can see, is very soft, great quality. The colorway is very simple, but it's crazy how every gray color that has come out for probably like 6 or 7 Jordans are very popular. And I mean, this is probably the cleanest one. So you got the cool gray upper all around the shoe, nubuck. You got the gray netting. So nice thing is you don't have to worry about yellowing with these. You got the gray laces, dark charcoal eyelids, and then you got the tongue. You got the Air Jordan. You got the Jumpman Jordan in white, and then you got Flight and Varsity Maze yellow. Then we go to the heel, to the back heel. You got the Jumpman in silver, kind of like a silver plastic, so it really pops. You got the Air unit, yellow, and of course you got the white midsole. Now, one thing with the Air Jordan 4s that I dislike, I'll probably say it's probably the worst ones out of all the Jordan line, will be the paint on the midsole. For some reason, I don't know what, I don't know what they use to paint these, what kind of quality they use when it comes to the paint, but for some reason I've had bad luck with the Air Jordan 4s when it comes to paint chipping. They tend to crack easily. These right over here are still brand new condition, still haven't been worn. I will be rocking these soon. I've been trying to find out and figure out a way where you can actually try to prevent from the midsoles to start cracking. Not the actual midsole itself, but the paint itself. I have my my black lasers, and the first time I wore them, for some reason the actual the midsole in black started chipping already around the bubble. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can agree with me. That's probably like the worst thing with the Air Jordan 4s. But I believe that I did find an answer to try to prevent that from happening. I don't know if it's gonna be for good, but I can tell you that one method that I'm using on the 4s, on the 3s, and the 6s, because they do use the same technology when it comes to the midsoles and the type of paint that they use, it's about the same. The 3s and the 4s are almost identical. The 3s have that problem also, which I'll show you guys right now when I'm done with this. But I just want to give you guys a brief review on the Cool Gray 4s. Definitely love the colorway, very hot. Then you go to the actual sole. You got the black, Varsity Maze yellow, and a hint of white, Jumpman in yellow. Yeah, the Retro Card 4. Y'all know what that is already. Alright, so just giving you guys a heads up, this video might go a little longer than I should, but at the same time, you know what? When I make my videos, I really want to show you guys the passion that I have for me collecting shoes. It's not just a hype or a trend or a fad. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time, and when I buy shoes, like I said, I buy shoes that I like. I don't follow the hype. I don't follow the trend. I caught what I like, and that's something I recommend everybody. Especially, I mean, I've had a few subs that have messaged me. That are starting to get into the whole sneaker game. Want to get some tips on where to start. All I can say is, you know what? The best thing for all you youngsters out there is trying to start collecting shoes. Just get what you like. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody influence you on what to buy, on what to get. Because when it comes down to it, is your money, is something that you're going to be seeing every day. So who cares what people think? That's probably the best way to start. Just get what you like. Simple as that. Anyways, like I said, this video might go a little long. Just giving you guys a heads up. But that's the Jordan 4 Cool Grays right there. Alright, so if you guys can see, I have a lot of I can call a lot of accessories that I use to try to keep my my kicks fresh. Especially if you wear them, you might want to see this video. Alright, first thing is creasing. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys, that's one thing you probably hate the most, is about getting a brand new pair of shoes and then having to worry about the crease. One thing you gotta know is, especially like this is a new buck, the quality is very good. So just because you get a shoe and they start creasing after 1 or 2 times that you wear them, it doesn't mean that the quality is bad. Real leather creases. That's something you guys have to understand. A lot of the new product that comes out from Jordan the last couple of years, some of the leather that they use is very, very stiff. Feels like a cardboard. And for some reason, a lot of those don't crease. It doesn't mean that, oh, that's a great shoe, or because they don't crease. No. Great materials, real leather creases. So when you have that, hey, don't think that, oh, you have a bad shoe or it's bad quality. No, it's a great shoe. That's what the Jordan brand used to stand for in the past. They were good at that when it comes to craftsmanship, quality, they were all about that. Recently, hey, you know what, times change, the economy changes, and for some reason Jordan brand, Nike in general, feel that they can just basically raise up the prices and expect us to still buy them, which we do for some reason, and they can put out whatever quality they want. But hey, you know what? It's not with every release. Some releases, it's kind of like a hit and miss. Last year, I mean, there are so many shoes that released last year. I would say, out of all the releases, I only ended up copping probably like 3 or 4 pairs. I already did one of them, which is the Concours. I had to get those. If you guys haven't seen the comparison with the 2000 retros and the new ones, definitely check that video out. I will be doing another shoe, a new pickup from last year. I really don't buy a lot of shoes for the reason that, you know what, I've collected a lot of shoes, but even with that, I only get shoes that I like. So, like I said, last year I only ended up getting 3 or 4 pairs out of all the pairs that came out. This year so far, I've only gotten 2, which I'll probably end up doing a review on them really quick. So, anyways, so with creases, going back to that, one thing a lot of people use, and I tried out, are the force fields. These is kind of like a foam material that you basically insert inside the shoe to the toe box, and then you have like a little piece of tape right over here that you actually take off, which I didn't, because you know what, I like to interchange them with different shoes. If you were to do that, they will stay in the shoe and then it kind of just wears down, and these won't last that long. So these are pretty nice actually. Not the most comfortable, but depending on the type of shoe that you're going to be using them with, they might be a little bit more comfortable than others. I wear very, very thin socks. I don't like thick socks. So when I wear thin socks, depending on the shoe that I'm going to wear them with, they do feel not too uncomfortable, but you know what, hey, they keep them fresh. They help the creasing when you're wearing them. It doesn't prevent it 100%, but they do help a little bit. So I mean, these are very, very nice. You can get them. You can get them in Champs, Foot Action, Foot Locker. I mean, any local foot store, sporting goods store. So that's one option. Now these right over here, these I will say is probably the best when it comes to preserving your shoe for a long time. If you guys look at a lot of my videos, I have a lot of older retros. Shoes that have been maybe what, 6 to 10, 11 years old. These right over here, the cedar shoe trees. If you wear your shoes and then you're going to be storing them for a long time and then you're going to wear them again, these are probably the best way to keep your shoes, to prevent them from the shoes start cracking on the midsole and so forth. These help with the moisture, especially if you wear them. You know what, hey, your feet sweat. So these actually prevent, actually takes up a lot of the moisture of the shoe when you wear the shoe. So it keeps them fresh, it keeps them smelling good, and on top of that, it keeps the form of the shoe to hold up. These you can find them at your local Target, Walmart. For the pair, I'll probably say about 10 bucks. Yeah, they cost money, but you know what? If you're gonna be spending over $100 worth of shoes and you want to keep them for a long time, I would probably say, yeah, it costs money, 10 bucks more, but you know what? It's definitely worth it. Especially when, I mean, you got these Jordans that that won't come out for a long time. It takes a long time for them to retro again, and you want to keep them looking good. Definitely recommend. So that's one another method that I use for the actual creasing. Another one, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys know about these. These are the sneaker shields. Now these, I'll probably say, is probably the best one when you're actually wearing the shoe. Depending on the type of shoe, I've noticed that like the 4s, the 3s probably fit the best, just for the fact that they're a wider type of silhouette. So these fit better, and on top of that, I can tell you this, I've worn them on some of my 3s and a couple of my 4s, and they're very comfortable. I don't even feel that they're there. These right over here are medium size. So I mean, you can actually cut them to fit perfect for your foot and for the shoe itself. So you can definitely trim them. I'll probably say it's probably the best one you can get. Better than the force fields for sure, and more comfortable. Like I said, it all depends on the type of shoe. But so far, I've had good experience with them, and they really don't crease when you wear them, and that's the good thing about it. So these you can find them online. I believe they have a website for that. So I think they go for like $9-10 bucks, depending. You can get a pack of them. So I'm not really sure about the pricing, but definitely check that out. Going back to another thing here. Another thing that you can do to keep your shoes looking good and fresh. This right over here. I actually just came to find this out. I never really thought about this. Shout out to Optimus P517. I saw one of his videos, and this is basically a fabric shaver. This helps for the inserts and the insoles and the sock liner, especially like the little the little fuzz on the sock liner or the actual insoles. It trims them and it shaves it, and it basically looks your shoe. It makes your shoe look new all over again from the inside. So this is very, very nice. So you can see I just turned it on. This is I got this at the Container Store for $7.99. So I definitely recommend picking it up. Sorry about that, everybody. My camera died. Had to charge it again. But yeah, going back to what I was talking about, fabric shaver. I definitely recommend for all you sneakerheads out there want to keep your shoes looking good for a long time. Keep them fresh. $7.99. Definitely a bargain. I'm not going to cleaning them. This is the kind of brush that I use. I actually use a toothbrush also when it comes to cleaning the soles It's simple. All you gotta do is water and soap. Any hand soap will do. Any liquid hand soap will do. I'll definitely recommend the clear liquid soap that doesn't have any color. But I mean, I've done this every single time I worn them, put them back in the box. Don't even gotta worry about it anymore. Like I said, clean your shoes. If you don't clean your shoes, you're gonna take the risk. If you just put them in your shoes every time you wear them, and just leave them sitting there, they start oxidizing. I mean, all the dirt starts basically eating up your sole, turning it yellow. If you guys worrying about yellowing, definitely recommend cleaning your soles as much as you can. You don't have to do it every single time you wear them, but definitely if you wear them often than usual, once in a while, I do recommend cleaning your soles. Warm water with liquid soap will do the job. This is a brush I got in Target, or you can use the toothbrush. I kind of use both depending on where I'm cleaning on the sole. Especially if I need to get in little hard areas on the inner part or the outer part, I use the toothbrush. But the majority of the actual sole, I use this brush. All right, and last but not all, I was telling you guys I might have found a method that will prevent your 4s or your 3s, any midsole, especially these kind of midsoles that have that kind of paint job, from actually paint cracking. A lot of you guys don't realize, but the insoles that come standard with every Jordan, they're just standard. There's nothing special to it. Like I said, these are brand new, but I mean, as you can see, they're very, very thin, very flimsy, nothing special. If you think about it, when you put on a shoe, all the weight of your body, especially the impact from your foot down to the insole and then it transfers to the actual midsole of the shoe. These right over here, I mean, they're very flimsy, so the majority of the weight is going to the midsole. All that tension, especially if you're going to be running in them or playing basketball, whatever, just basically heavy walking, all that tension and stress goes, the majority of it transfers it to the actual midsole. So that's the reason why a lot of these midsoles end up cracking. The paint starts cracking, the soles eventually start cracking over time, especially depending on how old the shoe is. One thing that I realized is taking the ones that come with the Jordans, and as you can see, these are soft soles. I got these at Sports Authority. These actually are $19.99. There's a lot of different versions. As you can see, it all depends on the type of foot that you have. Nice thing about Sports Authorities, if you were to go in there, they do have a machine where you just basically take off your shoes and then just basically stand on this jelly type of a platform, and it kind of measures the type of arch, type of foot that you have. So like mine, my arch is medium, and the cushioning is max. So you are getting the maximum cushion of the type of insoles. So as you can see, the gel on these on the forefoot and on the back heel. So you have that extra gel, extra protection, which if you think about it, you were to put them in something like this, a lot of that tension and weight is going down to the actual insole. So you have less weight and tension going on the midsole. So you have a better possibility of the midsole to not to crack, keep them fresh. You don't have to worry about the paint chip. And that's something that I actually hate on the Jordan 4, especially on the 4s. The 3s have that problem, but the 4s are the worst. So this is one option. Definitely recommend. Like I said, $19.99. Yes, you're spending money, but you know what? To me buying these shoes is not just shoes. A lot of it goes down to my childhood. A lot of these shoes I've had. A lot of these shoes I wanted when I was young. I have history connected to some of these shoes. So I'm going to do whatever I can to make sure that I'm getting my money's worth. And I'm not just spending $150 and then wear them one time and then bam, you start paint cracking. I mean, that's not cool. So whatever I can do to preserve the shoe and keep them fresh and keep them looking nice for a long time, I will do. So that's one option. Now the second option, the ones that I found are probably the best. This is another soft sole insole. These are called the Air. These are 25 bucks. The nice thing about these though is that you have maximum protection and maximum cushion for high activities. Not just that, but you know what? You can see you got the gel on the forefoot, even on the arch and the back heel. The fabric that they use on these is kind of supposedly it's called the Coolmax technology, which basically it's kind of like a moisture fabric, anti-moisture fabric that actually keeps your shoes smelling good, keeping them fresh, and you don't have to worry about that much sweat. So these right over here, like I said, run 25 bucks. But if you look at it, you see all that. I'm telling you right now, if you were to put these on, say like a Jordan 6, on the Jordan 4s, on the 3s, I mean, you really are definitely doing the shoe justice. You don't really have to worry about paint chipping, paint cracking after a couple times of wear. You are preserving the midsole for them to last longer, and I'm telling you, it definitely pays off. So it's an investment. I mean, I know you're spending extra 25, 30 bucks, and it doesn't help that these shoes nowadays, a lot of these new releases are just going up in price. But you know what? You don't have to get insoles for every single one. You can always interchange them, save you some money. But these I definitely recommend. Like I said, but anyways, I think that's about all. I just wanted to share with you guys these tips from me. This is what I do. This is it doesn't mean that hey, anybody else's method is not good. Nah, I like to try different things, and I'm telling you from experience, there's a lot of variety, but at the same time, these all work. Some work better than others, like I said, but whatever you can do to keep your shoes looking good, I definitely recommend. So these are my techniques, these are my tips, this is what I do. Let me show you guys my 04 breads. As you can see, quality is top notch with the leather, and I actually have the cedar shoe trees right here. So I mean, you see the creasing, I mean, it's not bad at all. It keeps the form of the shoe looking good, it keeps them fresh, and on top of that, it does take a lot of the creasing out. One more method, very simple, not even, I mean, it's cost efficient. Socks. Any socks that you have, especially pairs that maybe are not going to be used anymore, or you're missing the other pair. I mean, don't just throw the socks away. These are my dress socks. But let me give you an example. These are my altitude 13s from 05. You guys see the toe box? Crispy as can be, and that's me stuffing the actual shoe with socks. After you end up wearing them, that's one method that I'm gonna recommend. It's probably the best one, cost efficient, keeping your creases out of the shoe, and just keeping the form of the toe box. Is just, I mean, any random socks. Something so simple. Just stuff them. It keeps your shoes fresh. Once you wear a shoe, I do not recommend putting the standard stuffing that some of the Jordans and some of the shoes come with. That paper stuffing, because you know what, it's not good for the shoe, because all the moisture and sweat you have in your shoe, then you have to worry about that stuff sticking inside the shoe. Don't recommend after you wear them. Get some socks, stuff them, keep them fresh. Anyways, some of my methods. I know the video long. It's probably the longest video I've done, about 20 minutes about, so I'm gonna end this video. Anyways, rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what works. Let me know if you like some of my techniques. Let me share with me. If you guys have something that you guys probably do that I didn't talk about, let me know. So rate, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Appreciate it. Thank you guys. And y'all have a good day. Peace out.